Thought I'd just show you how our table looks. Looks really good today. We've got some scenery from our local gaming club, run by John. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
And he's got some of this. What's this company called again, John?
That's Battlefield in a Box.
Battlefield in a Box. They do really good stuff. You guys should check it out. The trees. Just lift one of the trees up, John, so you can see it. They come separate from... Oh, no, not those ones. Those ones, yeah. They come separate from the base.
Floating tree.
So if you need to move troops through there, obviously we've got the Games Workshop stuff here. We've got these beautiful UNA containers from 1843. So there's some nice terrain on this board.
I'm not sure I've ever heard anyone describe a container as beautiful before.
Yeah, that's good. But some nice stuff, so the battlefield looks good. And then of course we've got the Zone Mortalis board, which all belongs to Michael. You might have seen it on some of his YouTube battle reports. If you haven't, go check out Team Clueless 40k.
I like it.
There's a plug for you, man.
Nice.
And he uses scenarios really interesting. The last video he put up that I watched was really cool. They had like this massive bloodthirsty in the middle, and it was really good. So go check that out. Anyway, let's get started with this game.
Now we're finished deployment. This is Zone Mortalis board. Here's some of the stuff for... Oh, can't do that. For the bad guys.
Doing that, man.
Spawn,
Tip the cameraman.
Flamers, Obliterators, Great and Clean Ones, Terminators, Plague Marines, and a Dreadnought. And over here we've got 5 Space Marines.
I've flooded this half, so there's loads for them to wade through.
Lots of Guardsmen, and the 2 baby Dreadnoughts are over here.
Are they mainly your vets down there, Jess?
No, my vets are in the Chimera.
Ah, the vets are up top.
Okay.
You've got 3 squads of vets in one Chimera.
No, I got 3 stormtroopers.
We've got one of John's Didier Rhinos, the Armoured Sentinels, Demolisher, more Marines, some Guardsmen, more Marines, more Guardsmen, more Marines, and even more Marines.
Cool jump Marines, though.
Not surprising considering it's a Marine and Guardsman army.
Yeah. We got demons and Chaos Marines.
Yeah. Noise Marines, Rhino, Vindicator, Obliterators, Demon Prince, some more Rhinos, some more Obliterators, and a horde of Demonettes.
We should call them the ladies.
Ash sounds very enthusiastic.
He does. He's really putting feeling into it.
I'm going home.
Damn, I'm going to lose.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay, it is Chaos turn 1. So on the Zone Mortalis board, we moved forwards. You can see our Terminators moved forwards. They took pot shots at this squad over here, managed to take out the heavy weapons team, which is useful. The Great Unclean One has iron-armed himself, but it's only got up to a tiny toughness of 8. The Dreadnought moved forward, as did these Obliterators, and took pot shots at this Dreadnought, but it was in pretty solid cover and we didn't hurt it. My Flamers have leapt here behind this nice bit of wall, as you can see, so hopefully they won't get any return fire and they can leap out and roast the squad next turn. And my Spawn is also in range to run around that corner there and attack some Imperial Guardsmen on the next turn. Up on the top board, Ash opened fire with his Vindicator and was just in range of some Marines up there. We only just clipped the squad, but managed to take out one dude who was again the heavy weapons Marine, which was quite useful. My Obliterators over here managed to take some long range shots over there, and we have immobilised the back Sentinel and we've blown up the front Sentinel, which was good. Ash fired his 2 Obliterators there at the Limerus, but it was in solid cover and we didn't get to do anything to it. Other than that, we've just piled forwards. Both of us have moved forward a squad of Marines and have run up the side here. So we have got 2 squads which are in range of getting the bomb for next turn and then get it moving. Our Demon Prince has flown forward into that gap, and all of the ladies have sprinted forwards. They moved a massive 15 inches this turn thanks to their super duper Slaanesh run move.
And John and I feel the worst.
Yeah, and they are cowering in fear even though we've killed like 2 models this turn. Optimism is not their strong point.
So the old saying, we came, we saw, we conquered, does not apply to us. It's more like, we came, we shot, we missed, we ended. That was an abysmal turn, John. What the hell were you playing at?
I was kind of hoping you'd take a good army.
I think you fired most of your army at the Demon
You were
Prince,
kind of
didn't you?
hoping that I'd take a good army.
Right, just a quick overview of what our turn was. Is basically nothing happened. We fired everything we had on that squads over there into the Demon Prince.
I like the in-depth nature of your videos.
And missed everything. I think the best we got on top here was a wound on that obliterator right there. That's right, folks. One
was the
wound.
best.
At
Best
about.
we got on your turn though.
Oh yeah, down here we did even better. We caused no wounds down here except for a wound on our own dreadnought with the plasma cannon. So net result is a wound on our dreadnought and a wound on the obliterator from my entire turn's worth of
That's how I
shooting.
like my opponent's turns.
Well.
Jason did roll abysmally, it has to be said.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I missed a lot of shots, but it was pretty funny. But I think we're lulling you.
Laughing.
We're just lulling you into false sense of security.
Assault units moved up, disembarked. The other assault squads kind of really bad deployment. They've manoeuvred around to take a charge from something most probably and die.
Yeah, we don't have a hell of a lot to fire on them. So it's not looking good for us, but we're just playing it coy at the moment.
That's how you like it.
Yeah. And if you want to have a quick look at what's going on
This is the
here.
longest video you've ever done for 2 things.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what they do to us next.
So, end of Chaos turn 2. Not much has happened. Killed a couple of assault
What do you mean
marines
not much has
here.
Game's almost over.
Oh yeah, we did destroy the Demolisher with my Vindicator. Lucky shot, blew it to pieces. Only did a hull point on the Chimera. Would have killed it, but he made cover saves. We've had first lot of combat going on.
The ladies.
The ladies got in there, challenged the sergeant. Sergeant killed the leader of the ladies, but it meant that he survived. So the ladies still locked in combat, which is handy. Killed some more.
It's like a little summoning circle around that demon prince.
Yep.
Some more guards, marines, over there, and over there the demon prince made it into combat against the assault marines and challenged again. Killed the sergeant, and is now locked in combat for their shooting phase. So that's all good. That's basically a quick summary of what happened over here.
We had a little bit down here.
Yeah, a little bit of movement here, which meant killing 3 of those. And oh yeah, my Plague Marines have got this bomb, which we're gonna then go and hide somewhere.
Go and hide.
On this table here,
We'll get it back.
the Flamers killed a lot of stuff. Most of the
command squad, I think it is.
most of the guards guys there, leaving the standard bearer. The spawn charged, killed a couple, but couldn't run them down, so they're running off the board that way, and he's running towards the standard bearer.
The dreadnought can't move or shoot.
Yeah, the dreadnought can't move or shoot.
Fall on the flamers.
So the Flamers are quite happy about that. This one would have gone kaboom, but John made a cover save, and that's about it.
We've got the bomb down there as well.
Oh yeah, then we've got this one, so we're going to try to leg it on.
And that friggin' Nurgle dude is tough as 9 now.
Oh yeah.
It's going up by 1 every turn.
Yeah.
He's 10 next turn.
Dirty and broken.
He's not
Iron
doing
arm.
anything though, he's standing there.
Now it is
Alex.
Imperial turn 2. Quite an interesting turn. All of our reserves turned up, which gave us Marbo in a position on high ground, a unit of stormtroopers, deep struck in between, behind the Vindicator. There was a second squad coming down here, but it scattered, and even with the reroll, they ended up.
Yeah, I rolled double 6 for my dice.
They ended up in a unit. Mishaps, rolled a 1, unit destroyed. That's a terrible waste of points. Not that they can help it. Terminators came down.
My rolling has been awful.
So that's pretty much all of the reserves. Anyways, so movement happened. Assault troops moved up. Got some shots in. Assaulted, killing a few of the noise marines. Taking no casualties. Yeah, no casualties, but obviously they're fearless, so they're still locked in. We've got a couple of wounds off of these oblits. Sorry, a wound off of the oblit. But they're still on 1 wound each. The veterans
template targeted them and it scattered off onto the Vindicator.
Took the Vindicator. The Vindicator has no gun, so 1 remaining hull point due to the combined efforts of Marbo and the Stormtrooper squad. So that's a threat. One of the many threats have been reduced. Veterans popped out with the hopes of getting up the sky landing pad to nuke some of the nasty Nurgle Marines, but they failed to really get any speed. So instead,
1 and a 2 to get up.
Instead, they shot the Rhino and failed to destroy it. Took a whole point off. What else? Command squads moved up. Terminators took out loads of the Chaos dudes, but they're in a pretty poor position. They're in a blob. There are obliterators around, not that they can see.
They fired their plasma cannons last turn, unfortunately.
They did. Oh yeah.
We've got a wound on them as well.
Demon Prince is kicking the hell out of the Terminator unit, even though that wound that you can see on its base was taken by itself.
He dropped his own weapon on his foot.
Yeah, the demon weapon
Yeah, with
smacked
weapon
him
skill
in the
1, he
face.
still killed 4.
Even with the reroll.
Lots of shots missed that Rhino. One of the las cannons from the Sentinels took a wound off of the other obliterators. And then that Marine died in combat, so the Demonists are running riot right in between the lines.
That wasn't a bad turn for us up here,
No,
except
it was
we're
good
stuck in
turn.
such wrong,
Yeah,
strong
really good
position.
We've
turn.
got 30 seconds. That was newt almost. Can't move or shoot, so that didn't really do a lot.
We killed the
This-
spawn,
Yeah, killed a spawn.
squadron off the board.
This Dreadnought killed a Terminator or 2, or 1, I think.
Killed 3 Terminators.
Killed 3. Well,
I killed 2
overall.
with flamers.
The Stormtroopers killed some of the Terminators as well. The remaining fled and are now back where they began. But there's still a lot of troops in here close to us.
Did that take a whole point? Or
Yes.
did
It
it-
did take a whole point. Great and Clean one's still knocking around.
We're just ignoring him
It's
because he's too
looking-
hard.
It's looking grim. Every one of their units seems to be a threat, where ours are not.
Squishy.
7 seconds over the 3-minute mark, so what I'm saying now might not appear.
Carl
in
will
the
chop
next.
this bit out of the video, I suspect.
Kid's gone.
Anyways, we've got to go and try and rescue a child.
Where's he gone?
Bye bye.
Okay, it is Chaos turn 3. So we decided to clear out our backfield at the start of the turn, so the obliterators moved backwards, took out all of the veterans that were back there, or the stormtroopers as they were. This squad, who were on top of the landing zone, rolled a 6 on their movement and managed to scarper backwards, taking the bomb with them. If we keep that on this table until the end of the game, we score extra points, so that's looking pretty secure there. Up here, the Terminators suffered the wrath of the plasma from the Chaos Marines. These ones moved up here, leapt on top of that crater and got line of sight there with their rapid-firing guns, and the obliterators joined in with their twin-link plasmas at extreme range. I managed to fire my bolt gun from the Rhino and killed another Marine over here, and the Demon Prince happily wasted the rest of the squad he was engaged with. Over here, the Demonettes moved forwards and did a multi-charge, meaning they didn't have as many attacks, but I managed to lock up both of these Imperial Guard units in combat, and it's unlikely either of us are going to win before the end of the game, so that's pretty good, taking out 2 of their units. Anything else happened up here? What happened in this combat down here?
One Chaos Marine fell, that was all.
So slow going combat there, and on the bottom board, Ash opened up with his Dreadnought and all of his Plague Marines and took out the Stormtrooper squad that were there, and you can see them running backwards there. The Great Unclean had moved forward to also deal death to the Stormtroopers, but as they'd run away he diverted his charge over to the Dreadnought, but found out he was about 2mm short of making it through that gap, so he's going to have to go the long way round next turn to go and engage that Dreadnought. The Flamers leapt forward and roasted the squad that was holding the objective, and the Obliterators wasted the Dreadnought that was over in the corner of the board. So we're pretty secure on this bottom board. My Terminators rallied, and the Portaglyph that I threw down on the first turn has spewed forth some Plague Bearers to score that objective.
Right, so this was the end of Imperial's turn 3, and it's not looking good for us. We're holding in there, but the benefits of this turn was we managed to kill off the last bit of Noise Marines, and we failed to wound those Obliterators up there. We piled heavily into this combat over here. John added his 4 Tactical Marines and his Salt Terminator, Salt Cannon Terminator, and his Librarian.
I saved the Rend
Yeah.
and then failed my normal armour save.
I sent in a squad, and we managed to bring down the Demonettes to just 4 more left, but they're hanging in there. Over there, the Demon Prince took another wound, thanks to this missile launcher sitting on the side here. Just a little sneaky shot up his bum. Other than that, there's not much else going on here, as we're pretty much low on ammo and reinforcements. Down here, it's all gone piéton. My
South African version.
there was something over there that got flamed. There was a infantry squad.
That was on my turn.
Yeah, oh right, yeah.
The main thing that happened down there was the assault.
Yeah, John did a suicide run into the Plague Marines and then got butchered. So they're free with the bomb, free to go onto that portal.
And sergeants killed each other though.
Oh yeah, the sergeants
Power fisted each other to
smash each other in the face. But there's not a lot left we can say that's going to change this around, except that we're going to win.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. So I suspect those flamers are going to die to that random guy over there.
Seems likely.
Nah, look,
Sorry.
we're fighting to the death, but I feel the Chaos might have this. What's this planet called?
This planet is called LV-426.
There we go. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
All planets are called that in
Was it
LV?
Not LV.
LV.
So a quick scan of
LV.
the board of how it looks.
I wouldn't argue it, but
I love this big pile of stuff here. We killed something like 7 Demonettes. They killed 3 or 4 Imperial Guardsmen
And the Terminator.
yeah, the Terminator passed his ward save but failed his armor save. Dunce. But yeah. Alright, let's see how probably the last turn's going to go.
So, end of Chaos turn 4, and as you can see, the Zone Mortalis and the Relic belong to Chaos. In fact, the Relic has gone off from that teleport portal and appeared all the way over here.
So we've got profile bombs on the main table, which is good for us.
Yep. The Assault Squad here got Tank Shock, forcing them into a tight position, and got plasmid and shot at, and 3 still alive. The epic combat over here.
I killed the last remaining company, the company commander, and all of that killed one of my demonettes, so it's a drawn combat.
Jason rolled,
22 attacks and I got 1 wound.
and John's librarian did nothing.
You got double 1, didn't you?
The Keeper of Secrets, or the Keeper of Keys, or
Dear, my poor demon prince.
is down and out. He got missile launched, and then his demon weapon betrayed him for the 2nd time, and he died.
Demon weapon has not been a good investment this game. It goes to show that the Black Mace, good as it is actually pretty dangerous.
But all in all,
Our cultist came on over there.
yeah, and have captured that objective. So really, uncontested wise, there's that objective there,
Can you stop him banging it on there? Just
which has absolutely nothing. So yeah,
Alright,
Sure
so
how
this
soft it
turn is the turn we're going to draw it back and win this game.
Okay,
It's the
end
Guardsmen
of
that killed them.
Imperial turn 4. Not a lot happened. Regards shooting,
I fired 2 last cannons and missed.
killed a couple of the Plague Marines that emerged with the heroic Space Marines that
Those Marines are awesome.
valiantly knifed the Demon Prince. So there's a couple of wins there.
We
What
killed
then
the Demonettes in the
happened?
combat, yeah.
A couple of shots from the Chimera, not a lot.
And
Demonettes died finally due to mass
He
Imperial
helped.
Guard
He
attacks.
helped.
That's not a lot. Bit of consolidation. That's about it. Rhino moved up, had a couple of shots in the Oblitz. Didn't do a lot. The 3 remaining Marines assaulted the Obliterators, killing 1.
no.
No, that didn't happen.
The shooting killed one.
The shooting killed 1, yeah. But a couple of bolt pistols took 1 out. Or flamers, whatever. They took a wound, charged the remaining Oblit, and should have died, but he didn't. And then I ran away. My sergeant survived, and he's run around the corner there to get absolutely annihilated. That's what we had. There's nothing happened in the zone down there because there is nobody there. So that's the end of our turn.
So it is Chaos turn 5. This could be the last turn of the game. The Zone Mortalis, we start to pack up because we own it basically, and they're not going to send anything down there, and our stuff down there is too slow to really come up and make an impact on the main board. So up here we retreated backward with this squad of Plague Marines who are holding one of the bombs. Over here we have another squad of Plague Marines holding another bomb. They're doing a sterling job. Both of them are moving backwards. We've got lots of line of sight blocking terrain in between them and the enemy, so it should be reasonably safe. Over there we're holding that objective, and 2 obliterators there backed sideways and blew up this Chimera here. This squad, various squads that are here are the main threat to us, but we couldn't get any firepower on them. I fired my plasma guns over there at that, and Ash moved his obliterator around there a bit. But that was all that really happened on our turn. Let's see if it ends on their turn
Right.
5.
The game has ended. Ashen rolled a 1, and the Chaos have won.
Yeah!
Just the last turn,
Only just.
yeah, the Sentinels, one of the Sentinels moved up, killed a Marine from that squad there. My missile launcher killed a Marine from that squad there, and they moved up to there. And that was it. That was the last turn. So, overall, I think the Chaos Marines own everything except this one objective here. Because they've got the objective over there. They've got both the objectives on the Zone Mortalis. They've got both the bombs. They've got First Blood. They don't have Slay the Warlord.
Nobody has Slay the Warlord.
I think it's 13-3.
You've got 3, 6, 9.
Oh, I forgot the objectives down there. Yeah.
That's 9.
I think it might be 19.
12, 13, 14, 15.
So let's go through it. So we've got 4 objectives on the table. You hold one over there, we hold the other 3, so we're 9-3 up there. We've got both bombs and we hold them both on this table, so they were 4 each. So we're up to 17, you still got 3. And then we have Line Breaker there and we got First Blood, so we're up to 19.
And we got 3.
19-3. It was a close fought match.
Oh yes, we almost had it in the bag, man. Yeah. If it went one more turn.
We're splitting you two up in the next game. We never win together.
John, what happened, man? What went wrong? What do you think went wrong?
Army composition, deployment,
Dice rolling.
opponents, dice roll.
You can't blame us for your loss.
Well, basically, what we're going to do next time is you two get one of each of us, and that's basically a handicap match.
On army composition, I don't think you guys had enough dangerous weapons in
We
your
had
army.
nothing. We had light.
When you lined up, the only thing I was actually really scared of was the Demolisher Cannon. Other than that, we could weather fire from any of your units, really. There were no kind of like quad plasma cannon units, or, well, there was one maybe. But it just didn't seem a whole lot that was that dangerous to our units.
At all.
You had no close combat units particularly. Jason fielded a ton of infantry, but in the Zone Mortalis board there's so little line of sight, you can't really bring that weight of fire to bear.
No, John was right as well after the game. He said I should have deployed everything up here,
Yeah,
and he should
your
have
squads
sent.
would have been much better up here where there's nice open fields of fire.
I should have dropped the.
And the Terminators,
Other
I think, should have maybe started on the board in the Zone Mortalis and moved
I had
forwards.
I think morale-wise, we won because we killed this guy
I
by
spent all week painting the damn model and he died to his own demon
by
weapon.
fluke. My veterans managed to get up top here finally.
Yeah, that's how they should have been turn 1.
Forgot how to get up a friggin' ladder. No, it was a good game. I mean, it was very
I must say,
one-sided.
Your rolling on the first couple of turns was pretty poor as well. You did 1 wound on your first shooting phase, and you're playing Space Marines and Imperial Guard. You should deal more than 1 wound.
And you did a whole point to yourself.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
equal damage to.
It was an appalling first turn, whereas our first turn was reasonable. Our second turn was really good. We managed
Right, so that's the end of the game. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more closely fought battles like these,
Go somewhere else.
yeah.
We won't let Jason play.
Next time I'll just do the film work. Man, that was awful, John. What happened?
As I say, we and as has been pointed out, we had no firepower to really deal with anything.
Lots of bolt guns and las guns, really, wasn't it?
Hot shot, las guns. They got the word hot shot in. They got to be good.
Well, we had lots of bolters.
You had, yeah,
But we
you
had
did
2
have.
special weapons in each of our squads.
I like the 2-table thing. I thought it was pretty cool. I never got to use the portals because my guys died
Your
really
guys
quickly. Yeah.
I'd like to say I don't like the 2-table thing at all. It's all of my space, and we are relegated to the teeny lounge over there.
We were going to play outside today, but we thought it was going to rain.
And what happened?
It went sunny.
It's like you forget you live in England.
Yeah.
It'll do what you don't want it to do.
Yep, whatever we planned for.
Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and
Thanks, everybody.
we'll do another game sometime soon where me and John stand a chance of winning.
Well, you and John are not on the same team.
That's right, yeah.
Could be a good idea that.
Thanks John, I appreciate you
Mate.
losing stuff soundly with me.
When don't I?
You're in it together, at least.